Folks, Nina Oliveri. Today I'm on 240 South Road and I'm going to visit the residents at Bedford, and we're going to go in and talk to Arzu LeBlanc and LeBlanc. So why don't you folks come on in? Come on in, folks.
Hey, how are you?
So
Good
nice
to see you.
you.
Come on in.
Hi, Arzu.
Hi, Nina.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today so that you can talk to me and my friends here. So, yeah, tell me a little bit about your background. And
Well, I'm Arzu LeBlanc. I'm the executive director at the residence at Bedford. I've been in this industry for 8 years. I've been managing senior living communities for the last 8 years. And before that, I managed hotels, so I have a hospitality background. And I'm really happy to be a part of this community. My name is a little different because I was born and raised in Turkey and I married a Frenchman.
oh, beautiful. From what I understand, and you're going to be explaining this to all of us, these are rentals as opposed to a buy-in, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay. Yeah. So they pay a monthly fee, just like you'd be paying rent. And what does that rent include, and how does that, if you could walk us through that a little bit?
So it is a rental model. We renew the lease once a year. And the rent includes all 3 meals, which is all day dining.
Oh, that's nice. Wouldn't like that.
Weekly housekeeping, weekly linen service, scheduled transportation, engagement programs, staff for 24/7, security, and the care packages.
Okay, and then there's different levels of care? Is that
There is. So we are in independent living, assisted living, and memory care.
Okay.
We have 92 apartments altogether. 26 is in memory care and 66 in independent living and assisted living.
Okay.
So what that means is you can move into a studio, 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom as an independent resident, meaning that you don't have a care package, you're not getting help from the nursing team. You're basically utilizing the amenities and the socialization. And then if or when you need care with your daily living activities, which could be reminders, escorts, medication management, and things like that, then you would remain where you are in your apartment and we would come to you to provide the care.
Okay, so it would be pop-in visits, if you will.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so folks still have their independence.
Absolutely.
But they're just getting a little bit more assistance.
Right, when they need it.
When they need it.
If they need it.
And if they need it. I like that. And hopefully, people will, age in place. And,
exactly.
Okay, well, that's lovely.
So the goal is really to keep them as independent as possible with the proper amount of care.
Okay. You mentioned socialization because that's a huge thing as we age. It's one of the. I personally, I've watched the Blue Zones. Those of you that know of it, it's a documentary and it talks about people that grow old gracefully and they become centenarians, but they're actively living. So, and one of the things that they do talk about is a sense of community. And it sounds like this is definitely a sense of community. You are going to be offering plenty of activities around. And maybe you could share with us a little bit about what those activities might look like. What are those amenities, I guess?
We call them engagement programs because activities may not give them the fulfillment or the memories per se that we are trying to reach.
Okay.
So with engagement programs, we really want to engage them, have them be a part of our circle and make memories that is fulfilling, rewarding. So our engagement programs could be anywhere from arts, culture, continuing learning, community relations, and music. We really put a lot of emphasis on music. Exercises, dance lessons, going out to Boston for trips, to shore, to beaches, you name it.
Okay, so there you do you do engage outside.
Oh, absolutely.
Activities and just
Absolutely.
the resources. Like
Mhm.
okay, well, that's lovely. That's great to hear because they are part of the community,
Absolutely.
especially part of Bedford, and I would imagine they want to continue to be part of Bedford.
Absolutely.
With all the
Yeah.
even just the town programs that they have here.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
lovely.
no, that's what I do now. Before we open, I get in touch with all these groups and introduce myself so we can start doing things even before we open with our depositors.
Uh-huh.
We do events with our depositors once or twice a month, and I really want to have these parties like the Historical Society, library, commerce, you name it.
Yeah.
We want to have partnership with them now so we can start working together to make our seniors' life better.
Now, food. Food is very important. I mean, I know it's
Sure
important to
is.
me. And you had mentioned that you have some fine dining here.
We do have fine dining in our buildings, in our communities. And the best part is you can eat anytime from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. You pick when you want to eat, you pick what you want to eat. The menu that we have has a bunch of breakfast options, lunch, snacks, appetizers, and dinner. So you have all those options for all those 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have specials for lunch and dinner, depending on the season and our residents.
So you have a changing menu.
We have the specials every day changing, but there's an always extensive menu that they can pick from all day long.
Oh, that's lovely.
And we only hire with great experience from restaurants and hotel background. And our promise to our residents is a great dining experience.
Nice. And you can have family come in and do,
absolutely.
okay. Oh, that's
Absolutely.
great.
We do. We can host a small party as well for them at our community because once our residents move in, it's not just their apartment that's theirs. They can utilize the whole building, outdoor, indoor, for their guests.
Okay. And as far as you mentioned that, but you also do have an art room. You have
We do.
a gym. You have
We do.
everything.
We have a movie theater.
You have a movie theater.
We have a salon, spa. Yeah.
Ooh.
We have a cafe. We have a bistro where we would do food demos, different food options, happy hours almost every day. Depends, how much I'm allowed. Every
Folks,
day
are you
sounds
listening to
great.
this? Are you listening to this?
Yeah.
Now, my other question is, I know pets are very important to folks.
Yep.
Tell me that you're pet friendly.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are pet friendly.
Nice.
Because pets are our friends. And it's really great that we are on the Minuteman
Yes.
Trail.
Yeah.
And we will have a nice area around the building to walk the pets. We have a lot of lighting outside if they want to walk their pets outside at night.
And you do have access to the Minuteman
do.
bike path, correct?
We do. And matter of fact, we are going to build 2 public access on each side of the building.
Okay.
And we'll have our own access in the back. So we are hoping to welcome our first residents at the end of spring of 2024 or beginning of summer.
Okay. Oh, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I know. We have a lot of depositors already. We have studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and our memory care units, which is on the first floor, are all private studios.
Oh, very nice. Well, wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about this, and you have. Just looking at the renderings and your materials boards. Just seems like it's going to be quite a lovely place, and I'm looking forward to maybe having a tour.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We not only have a beautiful building, but our goal is to provide the best customer service on top of the experience and the care they'll get.
Well, customer service definitely is, usually top on the list.
Absolutely.
I know just with my aging parents and family, that is super important. And it's nice to hear that you do have that background, that hotel background.
And if I can add some more about our engagement programs, our residents are educated, curious individuals, and our goal is to continue with their lifestyle. So we will hire artists, sculptors, musicians, and different variety of these similar individuals to come to our community and to help us widen our horizon, because we want to continue learning, we want to continue growing, and maybe find a talent that we never discovered before.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Because there's so many things that, I've said that as even just me personally, that I've said, when I get older, I want to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
And, so just to know that that opportunity is still there.
There's so much to learn, and we are going to focus on that.
There's always something to learn.
Yeah. So. And enjoy ourselves, and maybe cook together. And maybe start singing together, dance lessons. We'll learn tap dancing.
Ooh.
Yeah, there'll be a lot to choose from.
Nice.
It's a lifestyle. This is a very social model. The idea is to be together, to make memories, and enjoy life. It's a lifestyle.
I love that. Hi, Lee. Thank you so much for having us here today. So we just wanted to come in and talk to you. I mean, we talked to Arzu, but now we'd like to hear from you a little bit about the residents of Bedford. Like, what is your role, first of all? What is your role here?
I'm the Director of Development for LCB Senior Living. We own and manage approximately 35 communities throughout the Northeast, Vermont, down to Pennsylvania.
Tell me, Lee, what brought you to Bedford? Like, why did you choose Bedford? I mean, other than it's a wonderful place to be.
It is a fabulous place to be. We generally look for underserved markets, and we looked at Lexington and Bedford and Burlington, this whole core. We've really been in love with it. Again, the people, the town governments, really, they're great. I mean, that's why they are what they are.
Yeah.
That's why the real estate values are higher here than other places, for example, because of the quality of the schools, the quality of the government, everything.
Yes.
In looking in this area, we came across the site we're sitting at now, 240 South Road, and it was previously a site contractor's yard, really in the middle of all residential.
Yes.
We have we abut the bikeway, which is great. Yes, the other side of the bikeway has some industrial, but it's very separated from the neighborhood here. And it really looked like an ideal circumstance where it was embedded in residential, and I will guarantee that we get a number of residents for us that are family members of neighbors. So we found this site. We were able to make a deal with the owner, at which point we started having some conversations with town government, abutters, neighbors in general. We do that during our diligence period to make sure everybody's comfortable with what we're doing, and we like to work very transparently, communicate a lot with the neighbors so they know what to expect, and the people have just been phenomenal.
Nice.
The town planning board, the town planner, the select board, conservation, everybody, they really work together with us, and the neighbors, I can't say enough how cooperative they've been. We meet regularly. We did a lot during the permitting process and prior to construction, and fortunately even during construction, which isn't a lot of fun for neighbors. It's been great. There have been no complaints. Yeah. We have chains of communication if there is a problem, and it's really just reinforced the good relationship we have with them.
Well, I mean, you pretty much just reiterated what a great community Bedford is, and we do welcome folks, and there are a lot of resources available here in Bedford. So I think, I would imagine that the folks living here eventually living here, will really find Bedford. If they're not from Bedford already, they'll find Bedford to be a lovely, lovely place. So, and there's...
I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great walking community. We have, and this location is wonderful. Like you said, right off of the Minuteman bike path. There's Whole Foods, there's a library nearby, the town hall, the senior center. So there's a lot of, great places surrounding this property.
Oh, it's a great community.
And from what I've seen about the property, just looking at what you have here, it seems like it's going to be a wonderful facility. And I shouldn't
It's-
call it a facility because I
it's
make it
a
sound
commu-
sterile,
it's
but
a
it's a
community.
community. So
That's right. And our communities are very inviting, very hospitality-like. They quickly become family to the residents.
I'm really happy that you're going to keep, hopefully, our seniors here in Bedford, stay here in Bedford. And that I think that's wonderful. I'm really happy that you guys are, here and the residents
We're thrilled
of
to be here
Bedford.
and part
So-
of this wonderful community. We really
well,
are.
thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you coming and, stepping out of your work zone, I guess,
It's
to
a
talk to
pleasure.
me. I appreciate that.
It's a good little twist in the day. So that's terrific. And thank you very much.
Thank you.